Good morning, children. In the last class, we learned about the two renowned mimicry artists, children. That is Gautam Srinivas as well as Nerella Venumadhav of our district, children. Okay, that is Varangal. Okay, and in the same way we saw that the sound travels in the medium. That means the sound travels in solids, liquids as well as gases, children. And I said that the sound travels maximum in the solids, okay, and minimum in gases. Okay, children. Therefore, today we'll be learning in detail about that the propagation of this sound in the different media. Okay, that means here solids are some different media, liquids are different media, whereas the gases, how the sound travels in the uh, solids, how the sound travels in gases, how the sound travels in liquids, that we see today. Okay, here in order to see that, observing the sound in solids. Okay, normally whenever when you tap the bench, the class, in the classroom you will be having of a bench. Whenever when you tap the bench and if you keep your ear on the bench, will you feel that it is giving of more sound. Okay, normally small tapping will be producing of more sound, children, if you are keeping your ear on the bench. Okay, children, here, okay, the same is done over here, children. Here the figure is given in the textbook, children. Just you see the figure. Here a boy is there, a girl is there, and here this girl is producing of this sound by using the pen from one place, and this girl is hearing that sound, whereas the propagation of the sound, it is traveling in the through the bench, children. Therefore, when she is tapping the bench by using the pen, she can hear this sound, children. Therefore, here the sound is traveling through the solids. Therefore, whatever the sound that is produced over here is heard by the another girl, children. Therefore, here that girl hears the more sound, children. Okay, and here also another one. Here a boy is striking the hollow tube, children, and here that hollow tube is there. Here this is the tube or the stick over here, and here when he is making this sound over here, this is heard by the another person, another boy over here, children. Therefore, here what is happening, the sound is traveling, and here he hears the more sound, children. He hears the more sound. Okay, here he had given that. Okay, strike one end of the table with a pen and ask your friend to listen to the sound produced, keeping her ear touching the table at another end, and also ask her to listen to the sound by lifting her head slowly from the table. Ask your friend what difference she noticed while hearing the sound when her ears were away from the table and touching the table. Okay, he is in this he had given the different situations, whereas in the first situation he is asking to keep the ear on the bench, and as the girl is making the sound by using the pen, the other girl is hearing the sound. Okay, when she is keeping the ear on the sound on the bench, she hears the full sound, but whereas when she is lifting the head little bit upper side, and when she hears the less sound. She can't hear that much sound as when she is in touch with the table, children. Okay, next, take a metal or wooden strip. Metal, that means rod, or a wooden strip. Strike it at one end and ask your friend to hear the sound by keeping his ears at the other end of the strip. Ask your friend what difference he noticed while hearing the sounds when his ears are away from the strip and touching the strip. Okay, children, that means here through the metal, the sound travels through the metal. Normally when the bell rings, when we are very nearer to the bell, we feel somewhat irritating. Why we get irritating? Why? Because as it is not produced at regular intervals of time, that is a noise. Okay, children. Therefore here, as it is not vibrated at regular intervals of time, normally ting 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 like that, it gives somewhat sometimes it if it is beaten properly, it will be giving of good sound, and sometimes it won't give the proper sound. It gives about some irritating children. Okay, therefore here he is saying that to strike a iron metal rod or a wooden piece, and when other person is here keeping the ear in touch with the metal piece, the sound is heard more. And when he is lifting the head or keeping the wooden piece or the metal piece away from the ear, he will be hearing of somewhat feeble sound, less sound. Okay, do you know how to make a toy telephone using teacups? He is asking that how to make the toy telephone by using the teacups. Teacups means paper cups, children, paper cups. Take two paper cups, make small holes at the bottom of the two cups. The hole should be very small, so that only a thin string can pass through them. Okay, take a long string, a thread or a string. Make sure that the string does not have any knots in it. That means in between there should not be any knots, any tie-ups. Push the string through the hole in one of the cups. Fix the string by putting a knot at the end. Similarly, fix the string to the other cup. Our phone is ready. You and your friend can communicate with this phone now. Stand away from each other so that the string is tightly held. One of you can speak in the cup while the other can listen by putting the cup on his ear. Are we able to hear this sound? Yes, we can able to hear this sound. Have you understood, children? That means normally we can make a paper telephone. Okay, how to make a paper telephone? Here, children, we should take two paper cups. This one, children, two paper cups, and in between of the two paper cups we should keep a tight string or a thread, children, tight string or a thread, and you should make a small hole only, such that only a small wire should be passed through it, only a small thread, the normal thread what you are using for stitching. Your mother uses this for stitching, no? That one, children. Okay, that one we should use. And inside, after making a hole in the cup, we should tie it, children. Okay, so you should make a knot, and in between of the thread there should not be any knots, children. There should not be any tie-ups, linkage should not be there. And when two persons over here, one person making of the sound, the other is hearing this sound, children, and like that, you can hear this sound very easily, children. We can hear this sound. That how is the sound is traveling? The sound is traveling through the wire, through the paper string, children. Are you able to hear this sound? Yes. What is the medium between you and your friend which is responsible for the propagation of this sound? It is the thread or the string. The string or the thread is the one which is responsible for the propagation of this sound, children. Therefore, in all the above activities, you observe that sound travels in solid medium like a wood, metal, thread, etc. Okay. That means here the sound is traveling. The sound is traveling through the solid, children. Okay. And in the same way, when you keep the ear on a railway track, as when the train is coming from far away, somewhat 5-10 kilometers away, just try to keep the ear on the railway track. What you can hear? We can hear more sound, children. We can hear the sound of a train. The sound of a train which is coming from a far distance. Okay, through when you keep your ear on the railway track. How that is possible? Why? Because the sound travels very fastly in terms of the solid, children. Okay, and in the same way, just try to not now. That means during of in the papers it is given that you should not touch a current pole or a current wire. Okay, when it is wet. Okay, children. Therefore, here, children, when you are holding, okay, in the summer or in a hot day, just try to keep your ear on the iron pole or a standing iron pole. Normally in the railway stations we can see the iron pole. Don't go near, only near the platforms. If you can have that at that places, children, and try to take a stone and try to make this sound by using this the stone. Whenever when you hit the the rod, children, you can hear more sound. Whenever when you make the sound by using the rods, or sometimes when you go near the newly constructed building, at that time normally you will be plucking off the rod. Therefore when it is plucking of the rod, normally it vibrates, children. That vibration will be of heavy, it gives of more sound. Okay, children, it produces of a great sound, children. Therefore here what we can say that the sound travels maximum in the solids, children. The sound travels maximum in the solids. Okay, that means here we learn that sound travels in the sound travels in solids. Okay, and here later we'll be learning that sound travels maximum in the solids, children. Okay, right. And in the next class we'll be learning about the propagation of the sound in the liquids with the different activities, children. Okay, thank you, children, have a nice day.